You jazzy. You everything a man could ever want, girl, you jazzy. You not about that drama, you loyal and classy, you jazzy. And all these other niggas shoot the shot, but you ain't having it, girl, you jazzy. And I love you to the moon and back, baby, girl, you jazzy. You everything a man could ever want, girl, you jazzy. You not about that drama, you loyal and classy, you jazzy. And all these other niggas shoot the shot, but you ain't having it, girl, you jazzy. And I love you to the moon and back, baby, girl, you jazzy. Yeah, I'm talking about you, baby. I gotta tell it all. And if any niggas speaking bad about you, they better knock it off. You been so good to me. Love the way you try to thing on me. And I love how you take care of me. It's like magic when you put the hands on me. Now, baby, you know it's real. Cause I told my mom about you. And none of my homies have any doubts. They all know I'm crazy about you. So you never putting on. Love it how you keep it real with me. You ain't got a problem setting me.
Hey guys, this is your girl Jaszy Mango, and welcome to the Jaszy Mango Red Carpet Lounge. Today we have a wonderful guest. We have Miss Tiffany Yancey in the building, and her movie will be airing on BET December 16th, Hoilday Heartbreak.
Daddy Claus is in the building. Woo, woo, woo.
I can't seem to find a half-decent guy to save my life. All the dates that I've been on recently have been absolutely horrible.
These things take time.
I feel like
You feel like what, baby?
I'm cursed.
Mike, until you apologize to me, you reap what you sow.
Eric, is that really you? Wow, you look totally different. Oh, me and my girls are getting together for my birthday party tonight. Anything is bound to go down. I might come back a totally different person.
Well, I hope not. You know, I'm very fond of the one I already know.
He had me feeling like maybe there's some hope for me after all, you know?
Well, well, well. Santa just spotted some ho-ho-hos. Get used to seeing this face, cause we're about to jump the brizzle.
I believe I'm the cause of all of it.
Merry Christmas.
Your daughter's true love has to confess his love to her and fill it with a kiss.
You should be happy that I'm with somebody.
Why would I be happy that you trying to marry this clown?
Thanks for joining in with the Jaszy Mango Red Carpet Lounge, where we got straight into it with Miss Tiffany Yancey.
Originally from Philly, moved down to the DC area, started taking theater classes, auditioning, and I mean I still had a 9 to 5, but it was just like I just knew something was missing from my life. I was like, okay, I know this is not it. Like this is not, you know. But I was like, of course, you gotta pay bills and live and things of that sort. But I knew that there was something missing, so I started again just taking acting classes and going on auditions. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is that feeling that I was, you kind of like you feel like you're missing something.
Right.
So I got that acting bug in like my mid to late 20s, and I just kept going with it and just networking, meeting people, and then I took a little break. Like I said, had my daughter when I was like 30, and then once she got to school age, I jumped back into it again. And but just from me being an actress, I realized I was like some of the roles that I wanted to play or the opportunities, I just felt there wasn't enough for Black women.
Absolutely.
And the roles that I felt like they were very kind of like stereotypical,
all the
very
time.
just. And I'm like, this is not who we are. We're so diverse and versatile. Like we're not a monolith of just this. Especially like then with the reality shows, you had this one kind of viewpoint of who it
Black
was
women
like,
are.
and I could not stand that at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I decided I had an idea for a film. I'm a very silly person. I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. My family's very funny. And I just had an idea for a funny film. Okay. And at that time, I didn't know how to write a script. I just had the idea. And I was like, okay, this will be a really funny film. At first it started out like an acting reel.
Okay.
And then I went to a DP at the time. I said, I had this idea for this, I think, like a funny film.
Right.
And I told him the idea, the concept, and he was like, that's funny. Let's do it. And the movie's called Love 'Em or Leave 'Em.
Okay.
And it was about a woman who meets the perfect guy, but he kind of comes up a little short in the bedroom.
As they do.
And that's the thing is, like, when I write stuff from a woman's perspective.
Absolutely.
And it's real, and this is stuff you talk about with your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided, I was like, okay, I don't know how to write a script per se, but I was like, but I figured it out. Like,
Right.
we put it together. It took us a while to get the film, and once it was done, submitted to a couple film festivals. It won Best Comedy at the Urban Media Film Festival in 2015. Like Best Score at the Philadelphia Independent Film Awards. And from there, I was like, okay, this is it. I need to start writing my own projects.
Right.
And I really jumped into honing my craft as a screenwriter. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it 150%. I was like, if I'm going to be in this game and this is what I'm going to do, I have to be the best at it. Or, you know what I mean? Just bringing something different to the table that I wanted to see. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I just started taking screenwriting courses. I got a mentor. I went to workshops, just reading scripts, just all types of scripts, and just writing, and coming up with ideas and for films that I wanted to see.
Right.
And through that process, you have to network.
Mm-hmm.
So networking and meeting people who are in the industry and who are doing the same things that you were doing.
Right.
And that's how I met up with Tressa. A friend of mine referred me. He's like, well, this production company are starting to do movies in the DC area. I was like, okay, I gotta meet this lady. I gotta meet her. And I was like, I knew what I bring to the table. You know, we could, yeah. So I met up with Tressa, and since I worked as an actress, I knew a lot of actors in the area.
Right, it's just a small community.
It's a very, very small community. So I came in, I worked as a casting associate on 2 of her films.
Okay.
So for Secrets, I worked as a casting associate, and then also for All In.
Okay.
But that time, she knew I was a writer.
Right.
You know, she saw my film, she saw Love or Leave 'Em, and I told her, I was like, ready for a comedy? Let me know. Holla at your girl. So and that just goes to show just about the perseverance part. Yeah. Getting in and networking with people and meeting people who are on the same path as you, who are trying to create and do things like you are, and just kind of like, okay, let's somehow, how can we collaborate? How can we work together?
Right.
And it took some time, like for Hoilday Heartbreak, when was 2017, she had just wrapped All In, and that's when she was actually, this was because she did her first film in 2016, which was Secrets. And so in 2017, like, things started happening for her, and she started getting these opportunities with different networks. So of course they need content.
Right.
So that's when she, reached out to me, was like, all right, Tiff, what you got? It's like, boom,
right,
you go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it really is being ready. Being ready. And I had that the script for Hoilday Heartbreak. I wrote it back in like 2015.
Okay.
And I was just kind of sitting on it. I was like, okay, I had this idea. Now, Hoilday Heartbreak was, the synopsis is about a father who was a player back in the day, and his mistress puts a curse on not him, but his daughter. Right. His daughter's love life. Mm-hmm. So because he was a player, she said, okay, one day you're going to have a daughter.
I'll get you that for it.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. And
I'm going to have to get some of that.
Okay, look, if I get bottled up, I can make some money.
Okay.
But that idea actually came from a conversation I had with my father. And me and my father are very close, and he's always asking about my love life and what's going on. I was like, I don't know, Dad. It's rough in these streets.
It's rough out here.
Rough out here.
Okay, you know, for everybody.
It's rough. And so he said, he's like, you know, I think I'm partially responsible for the issues. And I was like, what? What do you mean? And he's like, no. He's like, I wasn't the best, you know, father. I mean, I'm best husband for your mom, and I was out doing my thing. And he's like, I kind of feel like, you know, my karma is coming back. And I said, maybe you are the reason.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But then I was like, no, Dad. I was like, no. I was joking. I was like, no, Dad. I was like, you can't carry it. I said, but that would be a great idea for a film.
Absolutely.
So I said, you know, I'm going to write that. I'm going to write that. And he's like, okay, yeah, baby, that's cool. But then,
do what you do.
Yeah, go do what you do. And then I'm like, now I'm telling him now, like, Dad, you remember I was telling you about the idea?
Right.
Like, it's a movie now. I mean, shopping that was all Tressa. Like, she was the person who had the connect to, like, the networks. And like I said, they needed content. And so at the time, so she has, like, she has, like, a, you know, her VIP mentees. She's helping them to develop their script and things of that sort. And so yeah, she was basically like the plug, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I got, you know, the script, and she was basically trying to, you know, take some time out to shop it and see if they would buy it. And that's just how it is. How things are. It's like you gotta shop it around, see who, you know, some people like,
everybody got it.
Yeah. And so that took over maybe a good year or so process of her trying to shop it around, and that's when she said, well, she got some feedback. She's like, they're looking for holiday films. Like, holiday films is a big thing. And she said, do you think that we can make this into a holiday film? I was like, hell yeah.
You definitely did, too.
You know, it's just a matter of, you know, the story is basically still the same.
Absolutely.
But we just made it into we added the holiday element to it. So, and that's another thing, too, is you got to be able to compromise. You got to be able to work with people. Finally, all of the work and, you know, planting the seeds and the blood and the sweat and the tears and sacrifices and all the ups and downs, it was like, okay, it was worth it. You know what I mean? And it was just like, okay, finally you're getting some like validation for all of all the work you put in. So it was a wonderful feeling. And I mean, I kind of like, I envisioned things happening before they actually happened, so I knew it was coming. So like when I was on set, it was kind of like, well, you know, people ask me how you feel. I was like, well, I lived this moment.
Right. I've seen this 1,000 times.
I've seen this 1,000 times. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can't always express that to everybody.
No, absolutely. People take it the wrong way.
Yeah. Or you know, but you express it to certain people. Like my friend. Director Chad Ertzmill.
Oh, he was awesome.
Yeah, Chad. We always talk about we're catching up to our future selves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to envision what's going to happen for you, you know, 5 years from now. You know what I mean? So we're just actually now, I'm just catching up to what I'm already envisioning, you know, for myself. When that was happening, I didn't know exactly where and who's going to be in and everything else, but I knew it was going to happen. So when it actually came to fruition, it was just like, it was like a weird sense of, it was kind of surreal, kind of like a weird sense of calm. People were like, looking at me like, why isn't she more, like, you know, excited? Or at that time, I was like, y'all don't understand. I didn't cry in my bedroom that night already. I didn't cry.
Right. I was prepared.
Right. So it was just really just gratifying to see it all come together.
With those people on your first go.
Oh my! I mean,
you know what I'm
amazing.
saying?
I was like, Tressa, I love you.
Yes.
You are girl.
Yes.
But so I met, you know, Country Wayne on set, and we started talking, you know, just ideas. And again, this is stuff like that. You meet people in these situations, and we just started talking. And
he's hilarious. Like on set, I was like, yo, you are just really funny.
He
like just generally like your homeboy that just be cracking jokes.
He is hilarious, and he kills it in Hoilday Heartbreak. He comes in, he just does. I mean, everybody does a phenomenal job. Shout out to all the cast: Lisa Ray, AJ Johnson, Michael Collier, J. Cole, Miriam Basir, Kenneth Wayne, of course, Country Wayne. everybody did a phenomenal job. And shout out to Megamon Media, the whole team, everybody who came out, and we, like I said, just put this. You know, you're kind of like, I wrote this script, but then to see it actually come to life, it's just
like your spirit is so beautiful, and I love that. I love that. So what do you have going on now? Like, what are you working on now?
Well, right now, I'm still shopping around the pilot for the intro. I've submitted to a couple film festivals.
Okay.
And so seeing what can happen with that.
Is it different now with COVID? With how they respond? Does it take a longer? Or?
I mean, well, with online festivals, you're submitting the pilot online, and in terms of them actually, usually film festivals like American Black Film Festival. They shut down because they were all in person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So due to COVID, a lot of film festivals have been shut down or doing everything online. So I met Country Wayne on set, and we started talking, just ideas. And again, this is stuff like that. You meet people in these situations, and we just started talking. And he's like, "Well, I got an idea." It's like, "Well, let's go. Let's do it." So that's where we, are right now. So I'm working on his new film. So I can't say too much.
No, yeah.
But yeah. So that's some big things coming for 2021, and I'm really excited about that.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you for being on the Jaszy Mango Red Carpet Lounge.
Thank you.
Your spirit was so dope, and you dropped so much knowledge for everybody. So we really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Got me out the house. I got to get cute.
I got to get a little
cute.
She got her little snakeskin jacket on. She ain't cute.
I had to get stuff out the house. Like, I've been wearing sweats and yoga pants and my little fluffy slippers in the house. So I was like, okay, I get to kind of come out, get a little cute.
Absolutely. Well, let the people know where they can follow you and your project. And definitely, guys, make sure you go tune into BET on December 16th, which is the day after my birthday.
Oh!
Okay, and I'm going to be in there a little bit. So make sure you go check it out. It's amazing.
Yes. And you guys can follow me on Instagram at Iam_Tiffany_Yancey, YANCEY. And you can also go to my website, tiffanyyancey.com. And, just follow, sister. Yes, and tune in BET December 16th.
Yes. So thank you guys again for tuning in. This is your girl, Jaszy Mango. You can follow me everywhere at JASZY, Mango like your favorite fruit. And also go check out some dope movies on Good To Go Films. Shout out to you guys. Hold Me Down is on Amazon Prime, and a whole bunch more. Check your girl out. Mwah.
Guys, let's go. You say you love me, but your game's off. You say you need me, but your game's off. You say you want me, but your game's off. You say you want my man. You say this is a plan. But you're playing me. You say you love me, but your game's off. You say you need me, but your game's off. You say you want me, but your game's off. You say you want my man. You say this is a plan. But you're playing me. Niggas only wanna play games with me. Stop playing me. Saying that they really ain't the same. I see. Did you love me?